Last command is insert. Okay, up to that, any questions from anyone? Any questions from anyone? Right? We have created the table and we have inserted the data. Next command is update. Keep hitting update. Update command we can use. Update command we can use to update the data. To update the data in SQL, to update the data in table. In table. To update the data in table. The syntax is update table name, set column name equal to value, comma, or else directly you can write where condition. Update table name set column name equal to value and then where condition. Okay. Citizen select star from employee table. So this we are using to see the table data. Okay. Here we have some like a 7 records. It is having the data in our table. Okay. So wherever the employee number is having SR14, SR-14, there I need to update the name is, Vamadeva. Wherever the wherever the ID it is having SR14, there I need to update the name is Vamadeva. So for that, like what we can do is like update table name is what? Employee table. Okay. So next, which command we are using? Set. For which column we are updating the value? For which column we are updating the value? E-name column we are updating the value. So for e-name column, e-name equal to what we are updating the value? Vamadeva, right? So that we need to make sure. Vamadeva. Okay. Where we are updating it? In which row it is updating? Like a EMP number. Wherever the EMP number, it is in SR14. SR14. Okay. So One row affected. Now we can see our table data. See, is it updated? Okay, like this we can write the code. Write it. So let's see, for example, another example we will see it. Now, my question is wherever the employee ID, it is having, wherever the employee ID it is having SR15, there I need to update the name. E-name is Raghu. Salary is 20,000. At a time, I need to update the value for multiple columns. Okay. So that we will do like this. So table name is employee. Set column name, e-name. E-name only we are assigning the value, right? Set we can use to assigning the value for particular column. To assigning the value for particular column. Okay. So let's say here we are assigning the value is Raghu, and then like the column name comma, like here next column what I said, salary column. Salary, instead of typing, better to do drag and drop. Salary equal to 20,000, where we need to update, where this is where we need to update. Where we need to update, ఎక్కడ update చేయాలి ఆ value, that is the where condition. Where like a EMP number equals to the value. Which of the value is sir? -15. So now we can execute it. Clear? So now we can check the data. So it's SR50. Okay, let's see, in case if I forgot to mention it as a where condition, then what it will happen. Forgot to mention where condition, or we haven't mentioned the where condition, then what happened? Okay, so this will work, this will work, this will work, but like the problem is it will update the data for all the rows. If you mention where condition, for that like this where condition, whatever the records it will satisfy, whatever the records it will satisfy, for that specific records only it will work, it will update. If you haven't mentioned the where condition, if you haven't mentioned the data for where condition, it will update whole records from your table. Now you can observe it is updated all the records. All the records with Raghu, 20,000. Okay. So in real time, whenever we are performing the update condition, we need to careful, are we implementing where condition or not? According to like the question according to the requirement, what is the where condition that you need to check, and you need to mention the where condition is careful. If you haven't mentioned it, then it will update whole records with the whole records with the same value. Whole records with same value. So that is the problem. That is the problem. We need to mention, like we are updating the value in real time. We need to go with as a specific where condition. Clear? Yes. Write it. Okay. Next command, keep hitting drop. Sorry, delete. Drop already we have discussed, right? Delete. Delete. Delete command is used to delete command is used to deleting the delete command is used to deleting the table data. Delete command is used to deleting the table data. Okay, the syntax is delete table, sorry, delete from table name, where condition, where condition. Delete from table name, where condition. Okay, so now here delete from table name, where condition. Sorry, table name, where condition. So where condition is used to delete specific records. Whatever the records it is satisfying the condition that it will delete. So the where condition here I'm mentioning it as a like a EMP number equal to SR equal to SR 101 I'm making. Okay. So if I mention 101, it will delete 101 only one record. Now you can observe, sorry, not this one. We need to execute, select star from table name. So observe here it is 101 is deleted. 101 is deleted. So like a here, in case if you forgot to mention whole like a where condition, in case if you forgot to mention where condition, then what it will happen? Like a it will delete whole records from your table. Once again, I'm repeating the where condition is used to specific records to filterization. If you haven't mentioned the where condition in delete statement, it will delete whole records. Same like as in update statement also. If you mention in where condition, that specific records only it will update. If you haven't mentioned the where condition, then it will update whole records from your table. Now, here you can observe all the records without mentioning, okay, where condition I have executed this delete command, like it is deleted all the records from your table. All the records from your table. Clear? Write it. Okay. Let's see next command, keep hitting truncate. 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 Okay. Truncate is also used to truncate is also used to delete the delete the table data. Truncate is also used to delete the table data. Table data. Truncate is also used to delete the table data. So the truncate command syntax is truncate table table name. Table name. So now Like here, it is not having any kind of data. So now what I'm doing is I'm inserting the new records, few new records. So now our table, it is having three records. Okay. So if we perform truncate operation, it will delete whole amount of data in our table. It will delete whole amount of data in our table. The truncate command completed successfully. Now we can verify the table data. It is deleted. Okay. So now you can write it first, these two lines, then I will explain. So, or else you can listen first. So, in interview point of view, first they will ask the question. Here we need to get the question. First, like why we have the two commands for data deletion? What is the difference between them? What is the purpose of delete command? What is the purpose of truncate command? Okay, so both we are using for to deleting the data. So even in interview point of view, they will ask the question, what is the difference between delete and truncate? Okay, so like a truncate is deleting whole amount of data. Here it is it won't support where condition. Where condition, it won't support it. Truncate, it won't support where condition. Truncate is used to delete whole amount of data. Delete is support like deleting the specific records from a table. Specific records from a table. So again, this we can say the answer to interviewer. Again, the interviewer, or else I will only getting the question. So delete is allowing to delete the whole amount of records. If you haven't mentioned the where condition, then it is deleting whole amount of records as well as to deleting the specific records. Then what is the purpose of truncate command? Then delete command use చేసి whole amount of records delete అవుతున్నాయి, specific records delete చేస్తున్నాను. Where condition use చేసి specific records delete చేస్తున్నాను. Where condition mention చేయకపోతే all records delete అయిపోతాయి. Whole records delete అయిపోతాయి. Then what is the purpose of truncate command? Okay, if we're coming into such point, so truncate, like the internal mechanism is like it will block whole table. It will block whole table and it will delete by page by page. It will page by page it will delete. Okay, so but if we're coming into our delete command, while deleting the whole amount of records, it will delete row by row, 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 row by row. So now you can tell me, like a row by row will give the good performance, like a page by page will give the good performance. Row by row performance fast గా ఉంటుందా, లేక పేజ్ బై పేజ్ చేసుకుంటే ఫాస్ట్ గా ఉంటుందా?
పేజ్ బై పేజ్
పేజ్ బై పేజ్ ఫాస్ట్ గా ఉంటుంది. లెట్స్ సింపుల్ అండి. మీ నోట్బుక్ ఫస్ట్ నుంచి లాస్ట్ వరకు డేటా ఫిల్ చేసేసినారు. ఈ నోట్బుక్ లో రాసిన పేజెస్ అన్ని చించేయాలి. మీరు ఒక్కొక్క లైన్ వరకు చించుకుంటా పోతే ఫాస్ట్ గా అవుతుందా? పేజ్ టు పేజ్ ఫాస్ట్ గా, పేపర్ టు పేపర్ చించుకుంటూ పోతే ఫాస్ట్ గా అవుతుందా? పేజ్ టు పేజ్ చించుకుంటూ పోతే ఫాస్ట్ గా అయిపోతుంది, రైట్? సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ truncate command, while deleting the whole amount of data, we will prefer it as a truncate command. Truncate command will be the good at performance. While deleting whole amount of data, the truncate command will be good at performance. While deleting like whole amount of data, delete will be slow at performance. Why? Because of it is row by row mechanism. It is page by page mechanism. Page by page mechanism. So truncate, it won't support it as a where condition. Delete will support it as a where condition. Okay, write it. First, you can write it, then we can write differences. Okay, differences. Truncate versus delete. It's the important interview question. నేను ఎప్పుడైతే ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్ అని చెప్తానో ఆ క్వశ్చన్ మీరు పక్కన నోట్ చేసుకుంటే మీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అయ్యే క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ అండర్ delete. Delete as delete. Delete is a DDL command or DML command. A category deleter DML. Delete is a DML command. Truncate is a which category? DDL. DDL. Truncate is a DDL. Truncate is a DDL. Next point. Delete will support where condition. Delete will support where condition. Truncate, it won't support where condition. Okay. While deleting whole amount of data. Next point. While deleting whole amount of data, truncate will be good at performance. While deleting whole amount of data, truncate will be good at performance. While deleting whole amount of data, delete will be slow at performance. Next point under delete. The delete command mechanism would be row by row. The delete command mechanism would be row by row. The truncate command deleting mechanism would be the truncate command deleting mechanism would be page by page. Page by page. Next point. If we perform delete operation, we can roll back the data. If we perform delete operation, we can roll back the data. If we perform truncate operation, we cannot roll back the data. Okay. Next point. Under delete. Under delete. For delete command, it's required huge large space. For delete command, it's required huge large space. For truncate command, it's required. For truncate command, it's required minimal large space. Sir, what is this large space? Up to this above conditions, everything we are clear. So what is this large space? So like initial classes, I said one point. Whenever we are creating the database, it's required it will generate it as a two files. One is MDF file, second one is LDF file. LDF file. LDF file, it will store it as a transactional information. MDF file, it will store it as a actual data. Right? That we have discussed, right? So in MDF file, your data, whatever the data it is having, that it is having LDF file transactional data. Transactional data means this particular row it is updated by this particular person, this particular row it is deleted by this particular person, like that it will show the information. Okay. So if you go with the delete command, what it will do is it is row by row mechanism, right? So for each and every row, whenever you are deleting, that for each and every deletion, each and every row of deletion backend it will store in one file, one row. So this row is deleted, this particular person. This row is deleted, this particular person. Like that, for all the rows, it is go with as multiple entries. But if we go with truncate, truncate is page by page deallocation memory. So what it will do for each page, it will go with as a one entry in large space. Okay, this particular is deleted, this particular page. So that is the reason like a truncate is required minimal large space, delete is required like a huge large space. Okay, clear? Next point. An identity property under deleted. An identity property an identity property if we perform delete operation an identity property if we perform delete operation, it will start from sorry an identity if we perform delete operation an identity property an identity property an identity property whenever we are inserting new record new record, it will start from next incremental value. It will start from next incremental value. Next one under truncate. If we perform truncate operation truncate operation an identity property unidentity property, unidentity property, unidentity property. Whenever we are inserting new record, it will start from seed value, SEED, seed value. So leave it that last point. So if you want to explain that last point, first you people need to know it as an identity property. Okay, that starting up the class, tomorrow starting up the class, we will discuss it. Then we will discuss it as that last point. Except last point, if you have any kind of doubt on above points, let me know. I will explain. Any question?
Hi,
Except,
Anna.
yes, please go.
So these whole points are only for truncate table, right?
Sorry?
You're filling something for new points. This whole or points is truncate table, right?
It's not clear, Sudhakar.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
These whole points are truncate tables, right?
Like there I am making it as a deleting versus truncator.
Yes, I got on that. The whole about that truncate, right? And I'm asking that one.
ఇది వాయిస్ క్లియర్ గా లేదు, మధ్య మధ్యలో మిక్సింగ్ అవుతుంది.
Am I audible now?
నా వినిపిస్తుంది
అంటే
సుధాకర్, చెప్పు.
అన్న ఇప్పుడు చెప్పిన పాయింట్స్ మొత్తం హోల్ ట్రంకెట్ అన్న వర్డ్స్ అడుగుతున్నా అన్న.
ట్రంకేట్ వర్సెస్ డిలీట్ పాయింట్స్ మనం ఎప్పుడు చెప్పిండేది.
ఓకే, అదే
అవును, ట్రంకేట్ కు డిలీట్ కు డిఫరెన్సెస్ ఇవి రెండు. సో
ఓకే.
ఇంటర్వ్యూలో మనకు క్వశ్చన్ అడిగితే మనం ఇవన్నీ పాయింట్స్ చెప్పాల్సింది ఉంటుంది.
Sure. అన్న, today I came Bangalore. So how to install that SSDM? Hello.
సుధాకర్, యువర్ వాయిస్ ఈస్ నాట్ క్లియర్, యూ కెన్ కాల్ మీ.
Yeah, sure, no.
Okay. Any other
Sure.
questions from anyone? No? Yeah, okay guys, we'll meet on tomorrow.